When people think about moving to Italy, they often imagine that it takes a fortune to own even the simplest home, but that's not the whole story. I keep finding hidden gems, properties tucked away in small towns and historic villages that cost less than a used car. In today's video, I'm going to show you 5 houses in different regions of Italy, all priced between 13,000 and 20,000 euros. Each one has its own character, from mountain villages with breathtaking views to hilltop towns, where life moves at a slower, more human pace. On my channel, Expat Home Opportunities, my mission is to track down these unique places and share not just the properties themselves, but also the beauty of the towns, the lifestyle they offer, and the reasons why they could be the perfect move for someone looking to start fresh. So if you've ever dreamed of living in Italy, not as a tourist, but as part of the local rhythm of life, this video might surprise you. Let's dive in and see what's possible. Via Forno Giardino in Bisaccia is a charming slice of Irpinia. Nestled at 860 meters above sea level, this town houses approximately 3,600 residents across 102 square kilometers of interior mountain terrain. It's a place where cobblestone streets converge at the heart of the community. Piazza Duomo, surrounded by historic sites like Piazza Convent, and Castillo Federico, tucked amid forests and rolling Italian mountains. This home is a quiet treasure. Its half-stone facade in perfect harmony with its surroundings. I step inside to a spacious ground floor room with a fireplace serving as kitchen and dining space, complemented by a neat bathroom and a cellar. Climbing the stairs leads to a generous landing with a second entrance, a generous bedroom, and another bathroom. The attic is semi-habitable, with room for both a bedroom and storage space beneath the sloping roof. The house is in good condition, equipped with modern comforts, including a gas boiler, truly move-in ready. To the coast, Bisaccia is inland, so sea access requires driving, but the surrounding landscape's serenity more than compensates. Local services. The main piazza is steps away, offering shops, restaurants, and essential services within easy reach. Travel access. Staying connected means regional roads and nearby towns fill in the practical gaps, sending errands out, bringing peace in. Price? 20,000 euros. That's 21,400 US dollars and 17,100 British pounds. This house is a doorway to a lifestyle rooted in history, simplicity, and the kind of authenticity that can't be staged. It's where everyday life becomes an art form of calm and beauty. I've wandered into Castellamonte, a quiet town perched at about 343 meters above sea level, nestled under the foothills north of Turin in Italy's Piedmont region. With nearly 9,800 residents spread across 38.7 square kilometers of landscape, this place balances daily life with culture and calm. Known for its historic ceramics and a Baroque church by Alessandro Antonelli, Castellamonte carries the legacy of its craftsmanship and history in its bricks and traditions. It feels more lived in than tourist familiar, where local festivals and ancient architecture still shape how the village breathes. Here stands an independent house sharing only 2 walls, nestled in the peaceful Muriaglio hamlet, just steps from local favorites, like La Terrazza sul Canavese and the Piazza della Fontana. Its 3 levels are connected by an external covered staircase. Above, an attic lay untouched, an invitation to let your imagination breathe life into it. 2 balconies open to views of rooftops and surrounding hills. A private, walled garden of about 90 square meters sits nearby, ideal for gardening projects or evening repose. Renovations began in 2019, with structural groundwork laid, and a solid roof refreshed in 2010. This is clearly a home that's ready to be reimagined your way. Distances and services. Proximity to majesty and convenience. Castellamonte lies just 27 kilometers north of Turin, giving you modest commuter access to the city while retaining its rural heart. Local touches. Surrounding villages and the regional center provide the essentials: shops, healthcare, and familiar routines, all framed by the tranquility that made you pause your search in the first place. Price? 19,000 euros. That equates to 20,300 US dollars and 16,400 British pounds. Imagine crafting every nook yourself, a home reshaped by your taste, and quiet evenings framed by hilltop church bells. Sham! I'm perched above Valbietta, a quiet hamlet within Isola del Cantone. Sitting at about 298 m above sea level, The town spans nearly 48 square kilometers and hosts around 1,426 residents, a community shaped by hills and history. Vabbietta lies just a stone's throw from its peaceful lake, and only about 3 kilometers from the highway exit, making it surprisingly connected for such a serene setting. Nearby, the Castello della Pietra and the villages of Vabbia and Crocefischi offer hiking trails, quiet paths, and scenic routes for biking enthusiasts. This top-floor flat, fully restored and entirely habitable, sits at the very top of a modest building, with impeccably maintained common areas and no building fees. Inside, an entrance hall flows into a broad, open-plan living area, merging a living room, kitchen, and dining space seamlessly. From there, a corridor leads to 3 generously sized double bedrooms and a bathroom with a Velux skylight. Adjacent to the living room are 2 storage rooms cleverly tucked into the attic. Velux windows brighten every corner, and a natural gas boiler powers the underfloor heating, ensuring low running costs and added comfort. To nature, you're literally next to quiet trails and a tranquil lake, perfect for easy bike rides or peaceful strolls. Accessibility: just 3 kilometers from the highway, so city life isn't a distant memory, even as you enjoy countryside quiet. Parking and services: ample public parking sits at the building's base. Shops, cafes, and region access points are just minutes away. Price: 18,000 euros. That's 19,300 US dollars and 15,600 British pounds. This is a retreat where mountain air meets sunlight through a skylight, where your bike is ready at the door, and where every day begins with a clear horizon. I stroll through Palazzo Adriano, a small Arborescia town nestled at around 696 meters above sea level, with approximately 1,726 residents, population estimate early 2025. Spanning over 130 square kilometers, it lies tucked into the northern slopes of Monte del Rose, perfectly balancing field, stone, and tradition. What really caught my heart here is the town's Arborescia roots. Villagers once spoke Albanian, and though the language has faded, the Byzantine liturgy remains as a quiet thread between past and present. Plus, this place starred in the Oscar-winning cinema Paradiso, adding film magic to rustic authenticity. Here's a 2-story home tucked into Via Chiaccio, with separate entrances for each floor, a clever touch for privacy or flexible use. Downstairs offers a living room, bedroom, and guest bathroom. Upstairs opens into a sunlit kitchen with a charming balcony, leading to a second bedroom and bathroom. Despite its roots in the historic center, the layout feels unexpectedly fresh. Light breezes in, and the structure makes excellent use of vertical space. It's a snug, functional home, full of Sicilian character and immediately livable. Regional access: Palazzo Adriano is almost equidistant between Palermo and Agrigento, both approximately 70 kilometers away, putting cultural exploration within reach without noise or rush. Local life: the town's economy leans on agriculture and tourism, with cafes and community gatherings centered in the piazza or near small local markets. Price: 17,000 euros. That converts to 18,200 US dollars and 14,600 British pounds. It's a place where history, art, and calm collide, where your mornings might begin with cathedral bells and end with cinema nostalgia painted across sunset skies. I'm immersed in Longobardi, a tucked-away coastal village perched at 325 meters above sea level, with around 2,260 residents spread across roughly 1,824 hectares of hillside beauty. It's one of those places where history and sea breeze intermingle, with stone-clad alleys that lead you down toward the Tyrrhenian coast. Life here flows gently. The marina hums with local chatter, and the sense of community is quietly woven into every corner. This 2-bedroom home is a triple-level gem. Hidden in a narrow alley right in Longobardi's historic center, the ground floor houses a compact kitchen and bathroom. Upstairs, a bedroom opens into the warmth of village light. A second bedroom lies in the basement level, offering a cozy retreat shaded by the structure above. Fully restored and move-in ready, it fits easily into the rhythm of seaside living. No fuss, just beautiful simplicity. Distances and services: to the sea and marina. A short 10-minute stroll from your front door, sunsets and surf are practically invitation. Airport access: Lamezia Terme International Airport is about 40 minutes away, making broader travel accessible without daily commute stress. Train stations is 20 minutes away, and Amantia even closer, great for reaching the broader region quickly by rail. Local convenience. Expect essential services nearby, and the charm of having everything within walking distance, with the beach as your backyard. Price? 13,000 euros. That's 14,700 US dollars and 11,700 British pounds. Here, the sea is always close enough to hear, and everyday living can feel as effortless as a vacation. I've just shared with you 5 very different homes across Italy, each with its own story and potential. What I love about exploring these places is realizing that a new chapter in life doesn't have to be out of reach. It can start with something as simple as a key to a small house, in a village you've never even heard of before. If you want to know more about any of the properties I featured, you'll find all the links and contact details right here in the description. And if you're serious about finding affordable homes in Europe, don't miss out. Subscribe to Expat Home Opportunities. That way, you'll always be the first to see new opportunities that could change your lifestyle, your budget, and maybe even your future.